Way down in Georgia, there lives a strange collection of people. But the tie that binds them is wrestle match. And they love to sit around and talk about it. And that's what they fixing to do. Georgia wrestling history proudly presents the Wrasslemen, a whoopcast. We got Shane, Brian, Bill, and two Matts. We got a grandpa too, and old Foot and Shard. Yes, you know they finna get right. It's the Wrasslemen. They talk about it, wrestling. Hello, and welcome to the Wrasslemen, a whoopcast. Since the last time we left you, Shane Marks is the PWA Heritage Champion. He and I are also the Anarchy Heavyweight Champion. He and Brian Blaze are the Anarchy Tag Team Champions. And Brian Blaze is also the No Limits Champion at Peach State. Anything else? Am I missing something? Feels like I'm missing one. There's one in there somewhere. What am I missing?
Missing two, actually. You're missing two.
Brian Blaze, he's the tag champion.
Hold on.
He's the he's no limit champion.
Remind you.
And there's another one.
Second.
What is the other one that it is? Brian, are you getting a visual aid for me? There she is, the best belt in the business. Also, PCW started back, and there's one other thing. Oh yeah, the whole fucking world ended. So it has taken all those things to get us back to the point where we could gather together and talk about wrestling. Also, I don't watch wrestling much anymore, so that's a problem for a podcast where we talk about wrestling. And I feel like you've got plenty of places where people talk about the wrestling you see on TV. My God, Alan Angels is all over the place. So there's plenty of places for you to be serviced by that. So what I want to do in either spectacularly successful or disastrous fashion is try to use Zoom technology, because that's all the world knows anymore. That's the only way we could possibly see each other. And we're just going to watch old PCW stuff. And folks, I'm here to tell you, I do not have the memory of these shows that I thought I had. We're going to start. We're not here to relive the stories that we were telling. We're not here to go through this from episode one on. No. I'm just here to have fun with my friends because I never get to see them anymore. We cannot be in the same place with anyone. We have not wrestled a match since March the 28th, where we did win the Anarchy Heavyweight Championship in an empty arena.
That's what happened March 28th. What do we whoop?
We whooped Griff Garrison. We almost killed Bill Behrens. I'm going to fight Bill Behrens when all this is over. If he is alive. Hell, if I'm alive, for that matter. He is a high risk, though. So, but all that notwithstanding.
Wasn't that the last match in Georgia?
That was the last match anybody had that mattered. Somebody might have had a match.
Georgia.
But we did our thing. Also, Jeter's here, and we ran him out of Anarchy. So everybody's doing fine. In addition to that, Grandpa won his second referee of the year, and one of us is the manager of the year. So this is a star-studded lineup. Guess what, guys? Grandpa's late to the party as usual. He's just now joining, so he'll pop in here.
Wait, Matt, you forgot one more champion.
What is it?
Anarchy Women's Champion.
Yeah.
Son of a bee sting. We got belts I can't even keep up with. We have literally all the titles.
I totally didn't forget that I was champion.
You're busy. You're outside. It happens. You're hitting your spots. You're in a car for some reason. I don't know why that could be, but whatever. I don't know. Whatever.
Look, I'm making it work.
I feel like I did all of our bona fides. I feel like I caught everybody up to what we've been doing. What the fuck have y'all been doing with your quarantine time? Look at all the stuff we accomplished. So before we dive into this, so this episode comes from February the 3rd, 2012, a full-on 8 years ago. Does anybody remember, like right off the bat, that time, anything pop out to you just hearing me say that this show's from February of 2012?
Not a damn clue.
No. That was our third year at running at the academy.
I think so.
At this point in the timeline, one of us has pulled the ultimate Judas move. A few months prior, he had.
I wonder who that was.
Turned his back on PCW.
Jay Fury's an asshole.
Empire. As you see there, the big banner is Empire Wrestling. The Empire has taken over. Jeff G. Bailey is a part of PCW now. We are, best I can piece this together, I think this may be, definitely judging by the end of this thing, I think this is the go-home to the big Masquerade show. And I believe the main events, the double main events were going to be, when did Aisha change her name? She's still Aisha here, right?
Yes.
Aisha,
I think she just wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, was she with us or was she?
She is with y'all. It is a character change.
She wasn't mentioned to Porter.
I think she was just Aisha.
Okay. So she is Aisha versus Mason for the PCW heavyweight title, and Pandora versus Shane for the Empire heavyweight title.
Ooh, I remember that show.
So that's what we're building to here. It was a big successful show. Steve, that's still something Steve is very proud of. Women's wrestling and PCW, I probably didn't get the credit it deserved because it really wasn't treated any differently. It was just wrestling. Like, yes, these two contenders happen to be women. It's a big to-do, but it really was not certainly, and where I am here is in the front row, conspicuously absent in this video. Though. I don't know where I am. I was definitely at the show. I don't know why I'm not there.
I'm pretty sure we could hear you at some point.
Without question, you're gonna, that's gonna happen. I think I may pop up a little later, but I don't know. But I was just there watching, but we didn't think of it as a big deal that these women were in the main event. It was like, oh yeah, these are people that are involved in the show. This is what the booking's taking us. Yeah, let's go do it. Does anybody right off the bat, just from looking at this screenshot, know what's about to happen?
No,
not at all.
I don't even know.
But you're in the match. Do you have any clue what is about to happen?
I'm probably
Wait, so she's wrestling?
Hand sanitizer. I don't know.
So y'all have done a promo, or you had just started a promo, and then you were interrupted. I'm going to start the video now. Here we go, gang.
Oh, wow.
So for our viewers, there's Grandpa right there in the front row. He's there. I don't know where I am. For our viewers, off camera, what is happening are two war horses are reenacting the famous Dirty Dancing scene with Big Lip. That is what Nina and Marco are reacting to, is to these two war horses. They will come into frame on the right here in just a little bit. You can see some of it. I was definitely.
Do we remember who it was?
I was gonna. That's the question.
I remember exactly who they was.
When we see them, I was gonna say, tell me who these people are, because I don't know right off.
I know exactly.
I know exactly who we are.
I don't think they want us to say who they are.
Oh, they're kayfabe. I'm still getting kayfabed all these years later.
I mean, all the war horses, were their own personalities.
Yes, they were.
So they've just done the big lift and spin, and now one war horse has thrown the female war horse into Nina and Marco. And we are off. Would like to point out this is the opening of a PCW show, and this was not out of character.
Not at all.
Jesus Christ. So You know, when you're in the back,
I want to know who these war horses are.
Well, you did work them. You, of all the people on this video, you should be the one to tell us that because you are punching one in the face right now. Grandpa, if you're saying something, I can't hear you. I see your gloating face, but I cannot hear you. That was a terrible punch.
I got to turn my mic on.
There you are, Grandpa. This war horse is on fire, guys. Duke Corey really letting a lot of leeway go here. I guess. I don't know if we have a match yet.
Put out. Oh no, it's over. It's already over.
So yeah, when you're in the back and you're hearing this thing, like somebody says, "Okay, we're going to do a Dirty Dancing skit." At this point, I guess you'd all been around long enough where you did everybody just go, "Okay, yeah, okay."
No, we get excited for that. We're like, "Oh shit, this is the idea for this week," and almost you kind of want to be the war horses instead of actually wrestling.
How far in advance would you know that this is happening? I mean, I know the answer to these questions. Don't get me wrong. I'm just for the audience.
I was about to say,
sometimes
go ahead.
I was gonna say sometimes the day of. Sometimes you get that book, you get that email from the booking sheet maybe a couple of days ahead of time.
Yeah, nobody was coming to practice, so like this was a spot that was rehearsed at practice, so I knew like Tuesday that this was gonna happen. It was like
who was
wait
this?
till Friday. I'm not saying.
Brian, well, text it to me.
Brian Blaze, keeper of the secrets. Okay.
That's too good.
So we move on to the next match. Why did he choose this music, guys?
Don't
know.
What?
I mean, JTL?
I'm gonna be honest. I think.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think deep down, Jay wanted to be a stripper.
I mean, the dopest sports music ever. JTL.
I mean, I get the JTL portion of it. I don't know why
that nigga loves live sports.
But does he love to do sexy dances? Because that's the sexy dance man's music. Okay, let's just.
No, sir. That's not sexy dance man music. That is the music of a stripper.
Well, that's a sexy dance man.
It's a difference.
It's a difference.
I didn't say sensual.
He would know.
You know
Shut
what?
your mouth, Brian.
You're right. I concede the point.
You would know.
Shut up, Brian.
I concede to Velvet Thunder.
I remember when Jay first played that song, we got in trouble because we was laughing at it. Like, we was like, "Is this?
Because he
is this for
loved
Naja? What the fuck is this?"
So, I'd like to just talk about how great Jay Fury is for a minute before I get into the next part of this. But like, I hadn't seen a lot of dudes that when Jay was on, was it just because I was a little more naive and I hadn't been around as long? But when Jay was on, nobody could touch him. Am I missing?
Absolutely not. No,
Yeah.
when I first started out, Jay was. If there was one, there was the one guy that was the top person in the class. It was Jay. He was already on the road doing like FIP and he wasn't in Ring of Honor yet, but he was just doing FIP, Wild Side. And my first month or two there, he did the best tournament CZW. So I went up there with him. And, I've always said that if Jay and I would have been able to link up the way we did later on and actually got to be the tag team that he wanted, we would have been unfucking stoppable.
Yeah, that would have sucked because I would have been out of a job. How long of a head start did he have on y'all?
Shit, what?
2001.
10 years, just about.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
He started 3 years before I did. He and Case started around the same time at Tacoma.
Wow.
Yeah, and we started 2009, 2010. So
Okay.
And that came in 2004.
So 2010 for you. So Brian, you're just a couple years into this. Dane, you're about 6 years in. Hell, Foot, you couldn't have been but a few months in in 2012, right?
Barely. That I think that might have been close to my debut in that February, other than just being a valet.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. All right, guys. So here's the $1 million question: who in the fuck is JB Cool?
I don't remember at all. I was like, who the fuck is he
I've
wrestling?
seen before, but I, for the life of me, couldn't tell you anything else other than, oh yeah, I heard that name before.
Like,
I
other
thought
than
that
his
was-
name, he's not terrible. But JB Cool
I
is
thought
a
that was
terrible name.
Sandre, and it was like, damn, that nigga used to be
So-
skinny as hell.
My first thought was it was Awesome TC, and I was very excited, and then immediately
Yeah.
disappointed.
We didn't even heard of TC till then.
No,
We didn't even know TC till like later on.
Grandpa, do you have any specific memories of this? You're dead center watching this thing. Do you know where I am?
I don't remember.
I'm very worried because I definitely was there for the Dirty Dancing spot. I remember that.
Was your seat taken? Was you just in the back?
No, Grandpa's got empty
Maybe.
seats on either side of him.
Maybe you came in late.
It
You're
is.
having a bad day.
It's possible that I got there late, or when I got there, something was going on, so I just didn't want to bust it up, and I hadn't come down yet. I
Maybe
don't
he was in the
know.
hallway whooping kids.
That's entirely possible. I was in the hallway whooping kids because I
Well,
do
at that point,
abuse children.
At that point, he only had one.
Just
so
one, but God,
Who's
she
to
had
the
a lot
right
of
side
weapons.
of me?
What kind of hold is that?
It's a nerve hold.
Saskatchewan nerve pinch.
Who's
Thank you,
sitting
Brian.
on my right side?
Is that Elizabeth? Is that Drew's girlfriend, Elizabeth, perhaps? And the reason
you
we're
talking
going
about
on
the
about
crowd?
this,
It may have been. I don't remember.
yeah, the reason we're going on about this so much, folks, is it was a rarity for that front row not to be the exact same people every single night.
Yeah.
Somebody's volume is coming
Wait.
through very high.
It's not mine. You hear Tekken in the background?
Oh, God. Oh, big
Probably
stinger
me, brother.
splash by JB Cool.
Damn.
he
Oh, y'all
real cool too. Look at that nigga.
He is pretty damn cool. Fuck your
Sit your ass
bulldog. Fuck your bulldog. I throw you out this goddamn window. I'm taking no bulldog from you. I'm Jay fucking Fury. You done lost your rabbit ass mind.
He was so happy with that spot too. I know he was. I'm just steal Joe shit real quick.
Marty Freeman wearing that bacon suit.
That suit was
damn.
just amazing.
Look at that drop.
Look at
Yeah,
that
my
face.
God.
Why was he in the neck brace again?
I don't
Who
know
put
why.
him in the neck brace?
But
I
didn't
don't
he
even
wear it for
remember.
did he ever take it off once he put it on though? Like I think Marty might have kept that neck brace on
No,
from then on.
he took it off eventually. He took it
I
off
think-
eventually. I don't remember when.
Can
I think
anybody,
by
he
the
wasn't
time
in-
we was
Good
out of
God.
Porterdale, he didn't have it no more.
can anybody explain to me the origins of Jay Fury's gang sign?
No.
Like what is it? What is that supposed to be?
East side of
I
Atlanta.
have no idea.
Oh, East Side
That's
Atlanta.
the east side of Atlanta.
Yeah, like Decatur, because that's
But
where
he
he lived
he
at.
put it down.
The E goes down. Ooh.
Yeah, the
Throw it
ego
up,
was
throw it
down.
down.
That's not.
Oh,
east
he-
side.
that nigga, he's
Okay.
Throw it
going
up, throw it
down.
down.
One hand is up, the other hand is down. That's not east side. That's like
And
Midwest.
that nigga
at best.
loves being in the game.
Love being in the game. I'm a street life thug. What y'all gonna do with me?
Cool. JTL, cool in the game, brother.
Cool in the game. God damn.
Jesus
Jay
Christ.
Fury is your winner over JB Cool in a battle of alphabet soup. Jay Fury is the winner. And here we go. Here we go. Jay Fury's got some hot words to say. Play out for this audio.
When I got back, I told you, I'm gonna work my way from the bottom all the way to the top. So big guys like that, The Jack Davis, the Shane Marks, I'm gonna destroy them all.
Fuck you. I'm sorry. That's an old reflex. My
He
bad.
lumped you in with the trash man.
Oh, you
Uh-oh. Know what that music means? God himself has entered the building,
The
and he is
wizard,
not happy.
Professor Snake.
hold
What?
on. Is that Matt Sims?
That's exactly who that
Yes.
is.
Is that Matt Sims?
Was Matt Sells
That
one of the
that
war
is.
horses?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, you a lie.
Who's that nigga? Who's the nigga with the cool ass hat?
That is Master J, your former 5 belt.
Oh, my bodyguard?
Yes.
You mean the 10th degree black belt and everything?
Yes. He's got that cold piss cutter on.
What?
The iceberg is gonna be your opponent. And Jay, I can stand down.
Oh God, I remember that match.
Yes.
Oh, that was the first time we met Iceberg?
Yep.
In an actual
That was actually my
one-on-one,
second.
it was.
But exactly what he's gonna do to you. You see, he's gonna pull out his favorite little toy, and he's gonna take it, and he's gonna stick it into your head, and dig it until the blood.
Jeff
is
says
flowing
something
like a
so crazy to
waterfall.
fucking Mason that I still say
Right.
it to this day.
And as you lay there, gasping for that last breath, and you look up into the face of the no-pay train before he hits you with the ground zero splash. Boom! And there's nothing left but a wet spot where you used to be, Jay Fury. That is your future.
Can't be in that wet spot.
Cannot be in that wet spot. A pissy bed, mind you.
Was this? God damn it. Was this after Jay broke his hand?
That is not Elizabeth.
Nope.
Is that Chip's? That's Chip's girlfriend, Grandpa. That's Lindsay. I know where I am now.
Where you at?
I'm back here by the camera.
Didn't you get there late that show?
No, we were just being assholes.
Oh,
Was that you? Wait, was
Hold on.
that you?
Hang on, bro. Hang on.
Because I got some news for you. You know, the last couple weeks, I've invited Stephen Platinum to come down to Empire Wrestling and see everything he was incapable of doing himself. That only the greatness of myself and Marty Freeman and Miss Rachel and Jonathan Malik and all the mighty members of the Empire were able to pull off. But here is my news for you. After February 23rd, this right here is gonna be unsanctioned. And for all of you who don't know what that word means that title will cease to exist after February 23rd. The last remnant of Platinum Championship Wrestling is going in a dumpster where it belongs.
Foreshadowing.
And I'll tell you this right now. Next week,
God damn it.
and hand it over.
I think we might have been talking when Mason first comes out. You know, Mason's moniker was the demigod. The first thing Jeff says to him is, "Oh, I'm glad to see you, dummy god," and it fucking later he would call him the demidog, which is equally great.
If you look closely, you can see resentment in Marty and Rachel's eyes every time Jeff speaks.
It would suck when you thought you had a thing and then they brought in the best to ever do it to fucking come do it for you. Yeah, that would be shit. But touching you ain't one of them. All right, here we go. The stalwart tag team of the Washington Bullets versus current world traveler Dynamite Eric Walker and his partner Dwight Power.
White Power. How did this happen?
I don't know, Brian.
I don't even know when he joined the Empire.
But I was.
I don't think they were part of the Empire.
Well,
Yes.
Dwight
Dynamite
Power's got a
was.
shirt on. So yeah, I don't know.
Dynamite joined at the end of the year when he turned on Chip.
Yeah,
He had that big ass brawl in the concession.
yeah. But I was editing this together, cutting out some dead spots and just trimming up the fat a little bit. And I said, wait a minute, who are the Bullets wrestling? How is Dwight Power teaming with Dynamite Soul?
What the?
We were always on the cutting edge.
Oh, because wasn't Dwight gone for a little while?
And gone for a little while, and then I don't remember seeing him much during this run either. He was kind of in and out of the
Yeah,
sport.
you know what? Yeah, because I think he came back as like a fucking campus.
Mm-hmm.
This is after he joined the army, right?
I was about to say that's probably what had happened. That's why he was always gone or not there.
So how did we get to the point where we needed two enhancement factions in the War Horses and Campus
Strike?
Yeah, how did that come about?
I don't remember.
Because Campus came from an improv show and that Steve was a part of.
Mm.
And I think they just wanted to bring it over.
Well, he'd already
And
spent the money on the
extra shit.
outfits.
Right.
Oh yeah, so we're like, fuck it, let's have two.
I think it was just us being like, how ridiculous can we get?
Well, you did it. You did it.
I mean, I think the Reba promo
Jesus.
was.
Oh God!
God damn it, Trey.
Look, I know the super kick is a bastardized move in the wrestling industry,
What are you doing?
but I can tell you straight up, when Trey Williams does a super kick, there is nothing non-lethal about it.
Hopefully so.
Especially back then.
I mean, especially back then, still to this
Them
day.
bullets had no regard for your face.
Again, I've only been concussed twice in my life, and each time it happened was one of them darn bullets.
I had to tell Trey one of the last shows that we did when he was in there with
Lighten
Jake
up,
Too
brother.
Strong. No, I was like, hey, Jake gonna throw everything he got at you, so you might want to throw that super kick. He was like, no, he ain't.
Well, we can tell by that super kick that he definitely did.
I said, what I tell you? He was like, mm-hmm.
That is your
Way too
official
strong.
PCW welcome, is when you have had your nose broken by Trey Williams and them kicks.
And then kick.
Jay Too Strong. That's the kid that wants to be super strong.
That's the
right?
kid that you wrestling in your next singles match.
I've had it booked several times. I've had it on the card several times. And it just has not come to fruition. The first two times, just like, I want to see how this goes. And then I saw him with, oh man, I always screw this guy's name up and I hate doing that. Who is the guy that Wicked Nemesis is managing in Peach State?
Ryan.
Bishop O'Ryan. Yes. I always want to say
Ryan
Osiris.
O'Bishop.
That can't be right. Ryan O'Bishop would be ridiculous.
Orion Bishop.
Orion Bishop. Got you. But Jay wrestled him a couple weeks 9 months ago now at Peach State. And it was incredible. Like the kid really, it was one of those moments where you could see it all came together for him and he really understood, oh, there's a different way that I can go about this. And I don't have to do all the same stuff I've been doing. I can do something different. And that can also still be great.
Yeah.
What was that, Dynamite? Get off this referee. I want to help him. Oh, let me go for the pin while the referee's being distracted.
Dynamite.
Oh, Dynamite. That's why your firecracker blew it up in your face. That's why I kaboomed your ass, Dynamite. That's my only regret is I never booked Freight Train. Get out of here. I'm going to break this pin up from over here.
What is that?
Right.
Is Grandpa just on another call?
That's what it sounds like.
Oh,
Grandpa talking to
Jesus
hoes.
Christ.
I mean, it is that time of the evening. They're about to go to bed, so he's got to
Grandpa
get his
talking to
last.
hoes. He might as well. If
I-
Grandpa talking to hoes, he might as well smooth toe suck tonight.
You know what? Kudos to Duke Corey for working hard because these heels are really giving him the blues. Like they are aggressively distracting the referee.
So, quick story about Dwight Power.
He loves black women.
When I first started out, I think I might have told y'all this. He's this other kid named what was his name? He used to call himself world greatest athlete. Skinniest black kid I've ever seen in my life.
Trey Williams.
And skinnier than Trey.
That's impossible. You've described a shadow.
No,
No, he
wish I
describes
could.
actually.
No,
I mean, he was just
he's
as dark.
described Easy Mac.
Nah.
Yeah, I was about to say
Really?
Easy Mac.
He was just as black. So Steve let him and athlete have this fucking match. And it was a chain match. And if I can tell you how unnecessarily long that chain was. If you ever been to the old WWA 4, and that one middle ring is where we had the match. The chain was long enough that if one of them walked out towards the front door, they would still have enough slack. One time, athlete went out to the left, bailed out the ring, and he walked up towards the commentary table. Will was trying to pull him back in, and all you heard was all the way until you finally pulled him back in. To say Steve was beyond pissed at that match.
Nonplussed, some would say. the
This is
other
my
end of the
first
chain
month
was
in,
attached
I'm
to a
like-
pole in the strip club.
Oh,
God.
It was right across the street to Rallies.
Oh,
Mr. Checker Rally?
No, not that Rally.
Trey Williams wants his hot tag so bad. Dwight Power is disinterested.
I was about to say, I learned some of my best tag work from the Bullets about how to work the outside and work the crowd. Like, specifically from Trey.
Mhm.
Like, how to kind of be that person to give the crowd the cues of what you're supposed to be doing, who you're supposed to be cheering for. And even if we're the heels, okay, well, whisper, 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 because we just gonna be like, it's like rhubarb, rhubarb, rhubarb. We're not talking shit, but it makes us look sneaky as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
Trey was one of the people who really gave me the insight into tag team wrestling.
Yes. And yeah, that's right. That's why their moves are cool and all that stuff. But like what makes them great is that other stuff.
Yeah.
And Trey has two moods outside. It's either doing that thing you just described, which is perfect, or being furious about something that just went on in the match.
And all you hear is, "Come on, John!
Come on, John!" Oh God, that was not good. Why would you go in ass first, Dwight? That's how they get you. That's how they always get you.
And Barry. Yeah. That's it.
The fucking kids are loving it.
Right?
Yeah.
Sit your asses down."
Somebody spanked those children. Uh-oh. Oh. A very angry Brian Blaze shows up, guys.
Oh, look at Baby Blaze.
Why don't you people understand? We
Oh, I gotta get some air.
show now. We're gonna come out here and we're gonna do whatever the hell we want, when we want.
Ooh.
Look at Baby. Look at Baby D.
You wanna get knocked out
The only thing he ain't saying is motherfucker.
Well, nobody said the F-bomb, so I couldn't say it yet.
Once the seal was broken, it was
Nowadays,
fine.
you can say it all over the fucking place.
Oh, it's me and Chip.
Yeah.
First time in what, 2 years probably, or a year?
Brian Blaze sans USB cord.
You sure about that?
Nah, I'm not. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see that USB cord come out.
Had all the games. Why am I wrestling? What the hell is wrong with me?
It's you and
Right,
Chip.
there you go.
You just wanted to show you could do it.
I ain't have to. I mean, by this point, me and Chip had already wrestled each other 100 times. So
Okay.
This is
This is
pre-chair Blaze.
I keep bringing him in. I keep having questions for Grandpa, and he is currently
in the middle of a call.
trying to talk somebody out of their trying to talk somebody out of their petticoat.
Okay.
Oh shit!
So you tithing tomorrow?
Yeah. You know, I've been keeping my tithe up this whole team. I've been tithing through the teen. I don't care. I tithe through the
Damn.
teen.
I don't know about you, but I'm blessed.
I stay prayed up.
I'm praying as we talking.
Oh shit!
Hold on. Hey.
Based on Jeter.
That sucked. I remember that.
So this is when Aisha was going through her mesh phase because we all went through our mesh phase.
Oh yeah, it's part
Every
of the.
damn one of y'all.
It's part of your heritage. It's your culture and
Fucking
heritage.
one of you.
Every one of you.
Every
Every
one of us.
on down. Every fucking one of you.
It is the lasting legacy of Lita. This is what she's given to the business. Was mesh.
Yes, it is.
And what is he doing?
Mesh and
Okay.
Did I just snatch his ass off?
Yeah. Added some extra value. I was expecting just to pull him off of him to bump, but no. Y'all want to add some extra value to that fucking one. Look at fucking Frank fixing that turnbuckle like a fucking champ.
Gee, yes.
It'd be great if I had a referee I could go to right now.
I miss Jim Corey so much.
Frank was the best.
He was so professional.
Frank was great too, yeah.
Oh man, I broke the hell out of him that night. You remember that night, don't you, Matt?
Yep. Sure do.
Okay.
Oh God.
Was that the Jack Masato night?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Jack, they kept talking about Jack's small trunks. I ain't did that in a minute.
It was egregious, guys. It was egregious what Jack Masato had down the front of his pants.
What was worse was it was the Platinum Classic. So
Yes, so he had to wrestle like 9 times.
That was our third match, and he just kept putting on smaller and smaller trunks.
Can I mention something?
Gotta miss that. Give me a sec, kid.
Chip Day, as much as you know.
Hold on, Foot. Hold on.
You turned into a robot.
Turned into a robot, bud.
Oh, come on.
You can't hear us. There you go. And what you were saying about Chip?
But he protected himself on that cutter just by holding on to the top rope, and it was so like easy to miss.
Yep.
But like Chip just knew the in and outs of wrestling. I do admire Chip. I hate to say that, but
well, it's also him and me been in the ring for like 100 times.
Look,
so
I hate to compliment anybody, but if you told me Brian Blaze had a bad match, I'd just blame the other dude.
I mean, he did take Russian Assassin to his limits.
He did push the Russian Assassin to his limits. A man no one could blow up. The Russian Assassin.
I mean, I pulled the good one out of Brandon Cage too.
You did.
That was a good match.
I don't think you're remembering that the same way I am.
That was a good match. That was a good match.
I don't think it was a match, Brian.
Yes. See, that was before. We had the match before I went out there and smacked him with his chair.
Yeah. But no, I mean, and Chip wasn't super experienced right now. This was really his first foray kind of out of his comfort zone. And
he was. At this point, Chip had, 5 years on the rest of us?
But he was also 12. So,
I mean, that's what they said he started wrestling at, so.
Yeah. It's a good double down. I can't be mad. It's just a good double down.
Frank. Whatever happened to Frank? What is he doing?
I see. I used to see him around. He worked in the mall near where I am, and I'd see him, and he'd be like, "Oh, call me." I was like, "Okay, Frank, I'll call you." And then, I'd call, and
I do remember you saying that.
Wait, what's his last name again?
Aldridge? No, that's the guy from WWA 4.
I almost did the same thing, and I got really mad.
That's a walking corpse.
Fuck.
Oh.
That motherfucker is the Walking Dead. Fuck him.
Just out of respect for Steve Platinum, I felt like I had to say that.
No, fuck him.
I don't have any personal stories to share, but the man who holds the jacket has to have that opinion. When as soon as he handed me that green jacket, the first thing I thought was, man, Frank's a real dick.
Yeah, yes, he is. Fuck him, man. It's tasty fries.
Wait, he had tasty fries?
He helped make tasty fries and shake and bake.
Whew.
He had a big $2 million check in his fucking office.
I gotta really consider. Get that kick up. Get that kick up. Tell him, Brian. Talk to him, Brian.
And the nipple. Yeah, nipple kicks.
This is when he first started doing that strong style gimmick.
Mm-hmm. Davey was real hot right now. You can tell.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was about to say
that is a game we need to start playing. Is who did we steal that from?
Nobody.
I look like an angry giant baby.
You look like an I'm glad you said it, because if I had said it, you would have got mad.
I was picked out of that pin. Like Brian Blazing.
I don't know why I was so excited about the volume.
Wordsmith is talking, ladies and gentlemen.
Not a word. Very methodical. Blaze picks him up. Gets it up for the burn.
this is a good match.
I know it is.
Shane Mackey.
Remind me that I turn that volume off, so when I'm complaining later about something that should have volume not have it, I don't go have a flying. I don't throw a TV.
PCWA.
Again.
I remember coming into wrestling and just thinking, okay, this is normal. Motherfuckers just throw temper tantrums all the time.
And really, they don't.
Hey, well, when Foot's involved, if anybody's going to get me to throw a temper tantrum, it will be that lady who was just talking.
You know what?
You have a way about you.
And so not ERC.
That's a different thing.
I know it.
The level is there's expectation, Foot. That's the problem.
He's on another call.
I have to talk to him quietly, and I have to treat him like a brother figure. We can fucking just have it out, and we'll be fine.
Oh, did we Teddy Long this tonight?
No, I don't. We do not Teddy Long.
The next sexy.
Get out of there, Shard. Get out of Get him.
I want that beard. I love that beard.
Oh, I got to have it.
Look at that. Ooh, I got to have that beard. Make sure you get the title.
And big old star wipe. Whew, look at Master J.
Is that sales?
That is Matt Sales and Siler Cross.
Look at that slick motherfucker in that hat.
I'm going to do a pause right here as we're running about 18 minutes left in this show. So far, is it about what you remember? Is it a little better? Is it a little worse? How are we feeling about this so far?
I don't remember if I was even on this show.
I don't think he was. He probably was still on damn preseason mode.
That's not even preseason mode, Brian.
Whatever.
I just wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I went back to watch, I was expecting to be like, oh, this didn't work, and oh, that didn't work. But no, I'm like,
no, these were good matches.
Yeah, like they were clearly guys who were at the point they were in their careers. So I'm not expecting absolute perfection and barn burners, but everybody performed pretty amicably, given where they were. The storyline stuff is great. Like I can immediately, I do not remember this show. I remember the Dirty Dancing thing happening, but everything else I don't remember specifically, but I'm able to jump in and understand, oh, this is what the story is telling me. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. So no, it is, and there's been some of them I've watched, and we'll watch some of those too that I'm just like, this didn't work. This was a night where we just weren't hitting on everything, and knowing more about it now, I can start to see like, oh, I bet so-and-so didn't show up, or, oh, this weird tag team's here. I bet this didn't happen and that didn't happen.
I was about to say, is this one of the matches? Because I looking at him like this is a lot of
There's a lot of
attitude
mismatch
and
here. Yeah. I think in the episode prior to this is when Fred joined Damnation. So this match is the first Damnation match with Fred.
Yeah.
And Chris?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shane?
Yeah.
While we're on the subject of Chris, what is his real name? Because somebody don't believe me.
Kills the Purian?
No, that's just a gimmick. He
No,
got
that's
work.
his real name is Chris.
You know how we call him Chris? It's because
that's
his
what
name.
I thought.
That's
his name is Chris. Then there's like a weird Facebook name for him.
Yeah.
It's Facebook, girl.
That's that nigga weird. That's his nigga weird ass name. He loves weird shit.
Your name is Nina Monet on there.
Look.
St. Mark's has 2 of them.
I still have legal documents with my name is Nina Monet.
I'm not shocked by that. All right, we keep it rolling. A young Fred Yeha. Let's see what you got. Not a drop kick.
It's a drop knee.
I saw that backyard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Fred kind of came in like a whirlwind too.
Tell us about it.
I know that we poke fun at Fred relentlessly. I just want to point out to anybody who
you do
me, I make fun of somebody. I would like to point out we do it directly to his face.
All the time.
All the time.
I'd do it right now if I could.
Probably to the point where people think we actually don't like him, which we don't. I just want to be clear. But like, was there a little bit of like, who the fuck is this dude? And
in the locker room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which was messed up because at the time I was his friend and he was receiving like all this hate. And at that point in time, he was a good person. He just he didn't understand. He's just like, hey, we're all here to wrestle. We're all here to have fun. At that point in time, that's how he was. And he really didn't understand why people didn't like him.
Okay.
And Platinum
I'm going to pause the match for a minute. Let me juxtapose that with this though. Shane was really good right off the bat too.
I mean, yeah, that's me.
I wasn't there for Shane. I'm sorry, Shane. I wasn't there for Shane.
But did you get it,
and
Shane?
That's why I said Platinum set him up for failure.
I think the thing with Fred is that he
came in and jumped the line.
He had his own ideas of what he wanted to do, and it didn't work out how he thought it would at first. But I think what the hate with Fred is, I think everyone has a different type of it. Like for me, like with me and Chris, it was more of us like joking around and just like keeping it going until now it's a shoot.
We work ourselves into a shoot, brother.
And with anybody else, I don't know what it was. I guess everyone has their own different idea of the reasoning, but for me personally, I didn't hate him. I just hated on him because he showed us this one video where he was just picking people up on bleachers. So we just said, "Fuck you."
Yeah. All that seems fair. I think Brian makes a good point too. With line jumping is always going to be seen as.
Oh, I can tell you because I mean it was Vandal, Vega, Naja to some extent. I pretty much didn't care.
You've never cared about anything.
Nope. But it was like
you don't.
It was like
as a sociopath, that's just not something you have.
they because Vandal, especially Vandal, he was looking like, all right, man, like I get the reaction, Vega gets the reaction, Naja gets the reaction, Sabata. Fred has at the time 15, 20 pounds on them, and he comes in and he's pushed to the moon immediately. Like the fuck. Like, come on, man. And Fred's good in the ring, but then you get him out there and put him on the mic. They like, nigga can't talk. Come on, what the hell is going on here? And it was just always a thing of how is he ahead of me?
Yeah. And that was
That's
go ahead.
that's why I said Platinum really did set him up for failure. For him being around his peers and really absorbing what true indie wrestling life was like, Platinum set him up for failure. And that might have been some kind of inner jealousy, or we're not going to get into that. That might have been Platinum maybe seeing him as his meal ticket, like I can put my name on this kid because this kid is a really good wrestler and has really good like reflexes. But Platinum was deliberately unaware of what he was doing to his own locker room when he pushed Fred to the moon.
Yeah, okay. And I can, speaking as the office, I'm going to tell you right now, if a kid shows up with the ability that Fred Yehi has, I'm going to do the same thing because,
Yeah.
my God, it's the puppy with the big paws from my good friend Jim Cornette, to steal a line from him. But yeah, like if you see that there is a natural talent, your first instinct is not, oh, let me hide this away and have it just super ready. Like, no, I got to make use of this while I can because somebody's going to steal him from me.
Lashley.
Somebody's going to steal this from me when they see it. So I got to get all the wear I can out of it now. And also, Steve's personality and how he had the locker room just kind of fired up to fight the whole world. That's going to breed the kind of thing of like, wait a minute, he ain't one of us. Let's fight him too. He's here, but he ain't one of us.
Yeah.
He wasn't here when there was nobody here. So yeah, that all tracks. I don't know if it was to say it was on purpose or anybody did anything malicious is hard to do because that's how it's always going to work. And when you come in with an incredible level of skill that was earned in a different way. Like he didn't earn it the same way you guys did by being in practice all the time. He earned it, monkeying around in the backyard with his friends, and it just so happened to work.
I mean, let me put that out
when
there.
he did start,
it wasn't a thing against Fred. Like we all understood, it was just like, come on, man. But like, yeah, when Fred got there, he was there. Like he was in practice. He was trying to learn as much as he can. He was trying to bust his ass just as best as everybody else could.
Yeah,
but it was like
he
it was
got the fast track. Yeah,
like if there was one person that had Fred's back the most, it was Jay.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Like Jay was probably one of the main ones who was really backing him, and I think that also probably helped with the resentment from like guys like Najee.
Absolutely. Why would
what it comes down to?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Shark.
What it comes down to, what it really basically came down to was respect. A lot of people felt disrespected by the way that Fred got that instant. Like we've been here, we've been doing this. What makes him
at this
so
point
special?
for 3 years.
We get it. He's talented.
Yeah.
We get it. He's talented. But the respect is we're here busting our behinds when he wasn't here. When we were doing shows over in Sam Stone, getting screwed on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sound effects.
But was that Fred's fault or was that Platinum's fault?
Nobody said it was Fred's fault. We're just saying what the
that's
problem
what happened.
was. It's just a respect issue.
That's where the resentment lied.
And I'll say this too, because Fred does not have the personality that will help deflect that either. And it's not, I'm not saying that as a pejorative, just his personality does not naturally deflect that sort of thing. Like it ties in with kind of my own story. Like I was given the keys to the kingdom and hadn't earned anything. And I never had a problem out of any of y'all because I have the ability to deflect that. And I feel like one of the boys, even though I haven't earned being one of the boys, and I just kind of hung around till long enough. Everybody said, oh yeah, he's fine. So it does come down to just some of that's just personality conflict. And also Fred being, really young and not experienced around.
Wait. Fred wasn't really young. He's the same age as me.
Well, he was young in the business, though. A lot of times I'm not talking about actual age. Like he's been around in the same way y'all had, and some of that comes with the territory. And some people never learn it, quite frankly. But it is, some of it's just human interaction that the right set of circumstances will set it up that no matter what anybody does, there's going to be some level of resentment. And
Yeah.
the thing is just natural talent is always going to be terrifying to people who have had to work so hard to get to where they are. And this fucker just shows up and he's got loads of it.
And I mean,
To
that's
be fair-
literally all
To
Fred.
be fair,
To be fair, it wasn't natural talent. This nigga really got his ass beat like in the military and really had to fight through that.
Yeah, but
Like, I don't trust me, because of certain things, I do not make any excuses for Fred, but for the same practice that everybody put in with wrestling, he really did have to put in with like his life, with military, with
are
trying
you
to
a part of the Blair Witch right now? What the hell is going on?
do you not know whether to open your eyes and you're scared to close them?
Bitch, you in the woods.
Right?
You live in your gimmick, sister. All right, let's watch a wrestling match. We've done our psychoanalysis for that. Was a psychoanalysis brought to you by Simple Chocolate.
When did Phantom go to
It
wearing
ain't my
regular
fault.
gear? James?
Say who?
What do you go like?
When
Actual tights?
Yeah, it was like I
When
remember
he-
this phase, but it wasn't long.
It's like way after he dropped the mask and he started wearing this shit. He didn't actually
He
start
ain't got the
wearing
mask
gear
on
until-
now. Vando had
Like,
already
he-
kicked that shit in the
I
ground.
thought he was wearing face paint. He was wearing face
Yeah, he's
paint.
wearing face paint now. Vando
He
had
didn't
already
start
kicked the
like
mask in
actually
the
wearing
crowd.
gear. He didn't start wearing gear until he changed his KCK.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Once Casey came, then he started wearing gear more.
I thought he was wearing gear during the damnation too. Or was that
He
just
was always wearing. No, he was always just wearing this stuff.
Was that Peach State?
Yeah, it was really when we started ripping and running when he was always in gear after that.
Okay.
You know what? I had one of my best matches pre case. That's fantastic.
I had one of my scariest matches with that nigga.
one of my scariest practice with Chris.
Yeah, he jacked our jaw first day of practice.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he got y'all good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait.
Straight
Did
up.
he go? Did he go? Yeah.
Yeah, on the leg drop. It was
Okay.
like,
Yeah,
all right,
that sounds all
leg
right.
drop.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Thank you. Next.
Okay, I guess I'll come
Yeah.
back tomorrow.
Yeah. Let me call Jeter.
All right, I got something
Oh,
for
he
you.
didn't even
I
call
got
me. He sent me a
y'all
text
ass.
message. He sent me a text message. I read it. I'm like, where do you see him at? Oh, I'm wrestling. Nigga, get me in.
Nigga, you already in the club. Why are you asking?
I would love. I'd
Because at
love
that
to-
point, no. Because at that point, I wasn't in the club.
No,
Brian
he
had
wasn't.
just had met Vega and them.
Yeah. I think Jeter you started a week after the second week.
Yep. You texted me and it was like, Consequences Creed is shorter than me. Oh, where you meet
No,
him
I
at?
noticed how Silent Cross is being left out of this tag.
Tyler, I don't think they've tagged him in yet, have they?
That
They
was
was
on
not trying
purpose,
to
I'm
have this
sure.
nigga in
No, this was on purpose because I think Simon's about to turn babyface.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
okay, I guess.
God damn it, Jonathan
It
Malik.
was
You talk
funny.
about dedication to gear. Jonathan Malik is still rocking it.
It's the same gear.
Yeah. I bet you it's a different
You
one
know
too.
what's funny?
He probably got like 10 of those vests at
What's
home.
that, Coach?
During this time, I think I pulled the best match out of the cross that they had ever seen. I have him have at the
Probably.
Academy.
Again, we got Duke Corey on them stripes.
He is on them stripes.
Oh, yeah, I had a
And
fucking-
our resident
Yeah.
referee is still on the phone.
talking to his hoes. Now he's on his aunts. No, Charlene said that shit, not me.
I ain't did that, mama. You know I wouldn't do that.
Mama, you know
Mom.
I would never.
Mom,
Mom.
I don't remember Matt Sales being around either. I can be
you
honest.
just wrote him out.
I-
This is
See, I feel
Yeah.
like he
This
was
is during
always
the-
around
yeah.
and would be
'Cause
like
this is
one
when,
of those people who
um,
just dipped out before things got strange in the background.
Yeah, and this is when Jen was recruiting.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Cause she was
Okay.
backstage a few times.
And this might have been this masquerade show might have been the one where he took that double stomp to the outside in the throat.
Oof.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the only thing
Who
I
did
cut out of
that?
the Supernatural, the only thing I cut out of
Okay.
this particular video, and it was just for time. It wasn't bad or anything, but it was a match between Supernatural and Eli Daniels that just didn't have a lot for us. I didn't think it had a lot of meat for us.
Or as Nina calls him, Scorpio Sky.
Eli James was there
Scorpio
back
Sky?
then.
God damn. She keeps saying that. She keeps thinking that's Elijah.
Oh shit!
You're telling porcupines right out of school. Shut your mouth.
What? Did you just use
You
one of
telling
Grandpa's sayings?
porcupines right out of
What the fuck? How old are you?
Shut your mouth.
Ethel, is that you? I also can't pay attention to this match because of Master J's hat. I just keep.
I mean, look at that shit.
God.
I can't pay attention to this match because of Silent Cross.
Master J's going to jazz night after this.
He is. Hell, he might be playing, Shane.
He might be.
He is on full trumpet.
He is warming his fingers up.
Getting these.
Practicing his scales in his head.
Drop down and get it again.
Man, Larry, when you hear one.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the horns, Master J.
Drop down and get it again.
You should have had that show. I had to punch him and Silent Cross and that shit.
I hope I can find the one where he had a crazy meltdown in the ring and he had to come out and apologize for cursing later.
Wait, did I miss that show?
Happen.
It absolutely
did happen.
Absolutely.
Oh God!
He just lost his shit. Motherfucker hell! Shit! Goddamn motherfucker! Goddamn motherfucker! Motherfucker hell!
I think it's like an uncle the entire time.
This has to be one of them shows I missed.
Yeah, the full uncle meltdown.
He's in the ring after intermission. I just want to apologize to everybody for my language earlier.
I lost my shit. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That was inappropriate of me. But if y'all would still see it in your hearts to come down to Two Tones tonight, I will be playing the midnight set. I will be playing the midnight set with Maurice and the Highlighters. I love to see
that. We got a real good set tonight. We're going to put some new tunes.
Groms Pumpsler's going to be sitting in with us. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
Good gracious.
If you ever wondered what it was like to sit in a locker room or a car with us, this is it.
Worst part, it has not reached its crescendo yet.
It has not. Ooh, Siler, drop that thing. Drop it. Oh, God.
That booty meat.
Damn.
Oh, shit, Fred.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Why did we just, oh, okay.
Look, I edit hastily.
Commercial break.
I put a swipe where it didn't need to go.
It was commercial break. Commercial break, brother.
That was Silk the Chocolate's pipe pumping in.
Yeah, you got to get that ad money.
It ain't my fault.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
God, what was the other one
Also,
we
can we
did?
talk about
I was just
like,
thinking
how
of that,
awesome
Shane. It was Oh Dirty Bastards Brooklyn Zoodles.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, God, Matt Sells, what happened to you on that DDT?
Ooh.
You better be glad Case was ready to tag out because you was going to wear one. There it was. He still gave him one.
Oh.
And now Siler's getting a mouthful of them. I will give $1,000 to anyone that can provide me the footage of Siler Cross Marco Polo from Sacred Ground Chapter 4.
Come on now.
Are we holding strong to his offer?
If we're doing that, we gotta get Jeff on the show.
Oh, without question.
Oh, God,
Without
if we
question.
can do that.
We should do all the sacred grounds.
They don't exist.
They don't.
No, not a
Right.
damn one of them, other than one. Here we go.
Who
It's main
is
event.
that girl?
I think I got just about every match me
Is
and
that
Brian
Maya?
had with the Bullet.
That's
Joe.
Maya.
Yeah.
Is that Maya?
That's
Maya.
Whoa, Jagged Edge Trash Man versus Dom.
Mm-hmm.
This is before how much trash we realized he was.
Well, I mean, speak for yourself.
Y'all know I'm gonna
Touche.
put this on YouTube, right?
And
y'all gonna get a message.
What are you gonna do? Watch this from in jail? Like,
no, he's out.
He is free, baby.
never
He
mind.
is free.
He's a free
I'm
man.
so sorry,
Okay,
Jagged,
pause. Did you
but
not hear me earlier ask, did anybody call him since he gotten out?
Mm-mm.
no,
Oh,
because I
No,
was
she
trying
was
to
in the
fix
I
cabin
my
in
thought
the
you
thing.
woods.
said Jay. I thought you said Jay.
Nah, I'm talking about Jagged.
Jagged, fix your life. Give it to God.
What's the return policy on that?
1,016-year-olds. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yes,
you do
go
that.
to the bathroom. Yo, here's a question. Whatever happened to Maya?
She
Nope.
She
stopped
got
coming
tired of
around.
this shit.
I
Stop
thought you was in
coming
the
around.
bathroom.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Fire up on him, Dom.
This little motherfucker did what?
The moonwalk is what he just did. Anybody want to predict how this ends? Oh, what was that?
Badly.
Run in from Johnny Danger.
I will remind you, Brian Blaze, this is the go home to the masquerade.
I don't remember who the trash man was wrestling, nor did I care.
I'm just saying it's the go home to the masquerade, Brian Blaze. This is a go home show.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me PCW tradition was?
We did not miss a beat. We hit our spots.
This turns into one giant brawl.
Some would say a rowdy down.
Oh, what?
Give him hell, Grandpa.
Hold on, Charlene. Somebody call me?
Yeah, I don't like him. He smoked too many cigarettes. You can't do that right in front of Johnny. Marty, you got a neck brace on. I do love how the main event could literally have been anything. Like there was
right.
Anything at any time could be the main event. Oh God, you're a monster.
Well,
What? Jagged wrestled like Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
Born to shit.
said born to shit.
No. Too much heat, brother. Too much heat, brother.
Man, God, Charles, you were fucking on it. Goddamn. Shit.
Right on it.
Spit the water.
I think that was on.
Y'all didn't realize that back then. I'm like, he wrestles Triple H.
Did you not just hear what I said?
No, brother. No, brother.
That's your homeboy. Y'all Bears boys, Brian. You got to ride with your homie.
Oh
my God, he's removed the neck brace. He wants to use it as a weapon so badly.
Get his light-skinned ass back in his ring. Shit.
Jesus, I did forget how big Jagged Edge was, and that's a straight shit.
I mean, really.
Lord. What are you in a drag race?
What?
Tokyo Drift, Decatur.
I mean,
all them cars are stolen, by the way.
Oh, without question. Without question. They were stolen from the actual movie set. Oh, look, that is marvelous selling, De La Vega. What are you doing, Johnny? Why are your pants so big? And De La Vega just knocked himself out in the missile drop kick.
Really? No, for real?
He kabonged the shit out of his head.
Like, oh god damn! I mean,
Good thing I got all his hair.
Like, all this cushion.
Have you got a lightsaber?
What?
Also,
No,
first of all, Jagged Edge was another person that Platinum was trying to push.
Well, look at him, my God!
But nobody reacted to him the same way that they reacted to Fred.
Because Jagged Edge is a good liar. And like he said, he's been doing this for like 15 years to this point. So it's like, okay, I don't fucking know if he's telling the truth or not. But look at him.
Oh, yeah, I think there was a stipulation that if De La Vega lost, then Prima Donna had to get hit with the Singapore cane.
Yeah, she does. I'm sorry. That was out loud.
God bless.
That pirate wench is really about to get her business. Gentlemen, that foot, you will be put on mute.
What are y'all watching?
Sounds like somebody watching DuckTales.
Shawaka.
Oh, God. Uh-oh.
Nah, baby.
Oh,
Nah,
no.
baby.
I will
Wait,
take
what?
your lashes for you.
Oh, wait. I was there that night.
Yeah, you were. You certainly were. You certainly were. You certainly were there. Look, as a person who had that happen, it sucks. I can say now.
Yes.
I can say, look at this sneaky bastard. Look at this sneaky bastard here. Look at him.
What?
I kill you. I kill you. I'm
kill the shit
poking.
out you.
I'm
I kill the shit
poking.
out you.
You gonna get a splinter.
Yo.
You gonna get a splinter.
You get some muffins. Ow! Ow!
Shane, no.
There's a cat fight happening. Benji and the Jackheads are battling it out. One's yelling Trump, the other one's just yelling incoherently. Siler Cross is here now. Fucking leaks in. Oh shit! Let me get in here and stomp. Who is that mad? Oh, that's Case. He's fired up. I'm gonna whoop your big ass.
Of course. For the hell of it.
Everybody's fighting everybody. Oh shit! You ate one there.
Damn.
Pandora's
You
still
said-
dead. Shane Marks reversed to training night 1. We're gonna do
Go
roll,
home show.
and that is it. Yes, this was the go home for the masquerade.
Like Sarah Suchita a week later.
Yep.
Yeah.
So with the
Just as I
masquerade
finish my drink.
would have been that Wednesday.
Yep.
And off we would have went. So all right, gang, we did it. We made it through. We didn't say nearly as bad of things as I was fearful we were. We're still going to get some emails about this. There will be some conversations that have to be had.
Oh, well.
So definite retractions will be printed.
I feel like those retractions will be one-sided.
Absolutely. I feel like it's going to be centered around one particular member of this panel. Let's do a last-minute check-in with our official correspondent. See what he's got going on. See if he's ordering a pizza now. Grandpa, are you with us?
No doubt. So no.
I don't know who that's for. That's already on the line.
Right.
It's whoever he's talking to.
Yeah.
Show your ride.
No, the Gators. Yeah, the Gators. The Penguins.
Jesus.
Right on.
Did he just say assalamu alaikum?
The Lake of Salam.
I can't.
It is
I hope he
Ramadan,
gets to
ain't
the.
it?
I
But
hope
it's
he
not
hits and say, "All right,
Ramadan.
Ramadan.
Yes.
It's
I
the
hope
second
Grandpa
night of
gets off the phone and say,
Ramadan.
"All right, guys, what are we
Still
gonna
ain't
start?"
figured out why they go toilet paper.
Here we go.
Makes no sense. Went to Kroger one day, picking up other stuff. I had some toilet paper in the house. I was on the phone with a friend of mine. I said, "Yeah, I'm at Kroger get some stuff," and I said, "I'm just gonna walk down the aisle to look." To me, it makes no sense. I said, "I'm just gonna look down the aisle just to trip out."
Absolutely not.
Uh-huh.
And I was
Look at all this
laughing,
shit.
and I looked, and there was something on the shelf, and I'm like, told my friend, I said, "Wait a minute, hang on a minute. Is this a pack of toilet paper?" Shelves were empty except there's one double roll 8-pack of toilet paper. I grabbed it. I was laughing on the phone. A woman walked up and was like, "Did you just get the last pack?" I said, "Yep, I sure did." She was headed that way. I beat her to it.
And that's what I call hitting your spot.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is so good. He didn't even know it was his spot, and he still hit his spot. That is what you want out of a referee, and this is what you want out of a podcast. This has been the Wrasslemen. Oh, oh shit.
If I can